आज ही डाउटनेट ऐप डाउनलोड करें। डाउटनेट पर होगा अब आपके सभी मैथ्स, केमिस्ट्री, फिजिक्स और बायोलॉजी डाउट्स का सफाया। बस अपने क्वेश्चन की फोटो खींचो, उसे क्रॉप करो और तुरंत वीडियो सोल्यूशन पाओ। डाउनलोड नाउ।
In the given figure, PQR is an equilateral triangle and OSPT is a square. If OT is equals to 2 root 2 unit, then find the equation of line OT, OS, SP, QR, PR and PQ. Okay. So from figure we can see this that this PQR is an equilateral triangle. Okay. And OSPT, this is OSPT is a square, and we have this side, this is OT is equals to 2 root 2 unit. Okay, so first we see this geometry, that we have some angle in this geometry, and this angle is 75, right? And this PQR, this is equilateral triangle, so this is our 60-degree angle. Okay, and from this we can see this angle of PQO. The sum of the total of this line is 180 degree. So this angle will be 45 degree, right? Because the sum of this 180 degree. So 180 degree minus of 60 minus 75, that will be 45. Now from this we can see this triangle of OTQ, that is a right angle triangle. So triangle angle of OQT is 45 degree and angle of QOT, which is also 45 degrees. So we can see if two angles are equal, so this is a isoscale triangle. So the sides is also equal, so the OT will be equals to TQ, right? That is 2 root 2 because of isoscale triangle. Okay, now this OT is equals to TQ, right? Or we can see now in square O, square of OSPT. So all sides are equal and we have one edge of this square. So we can see this OT is equals to OS is equals to PS is equals to PT is equals to 2 root 2, right? Now from this geometry we have to find out the coordinates, because we have to calculate the equation, line equation. So we consider this O is at origin, so let it be at 0 0, and this is the positive side, and suppose this is the negative side, right? So now we have to find out the coordinate of OQ, right? So for this, simply we have two sides of this triangle and this is the 90 degree, right? So we can find out the length of OQ from equilateral triangle, that is triangle of OTQ. We apply the Pythagoras theorem. So OQ square is equals to OT square plus of TQ square, right? And we have value of OT, which is 2 root 2 square plus of TQ, which is also 2 root 2, right? So the value of OQ will be 4, right? So the value of OQ is 4, so the coordinates of this point is 4, 0, right? Now, so now we have the coordinates of O and Q. Similarly, we can calculate the coordinates of this point P if we know the distance of OP. So for calculating the distance of OP, again we will calculate the Pythagoras theorem in this triangle, because this is also right angle triangle. If this is our 90 degree, right, and we have this side, this is 2 root 2, right? So we can calculate the value of OP, right? So now in triangle, this OP in triangle OPT. We apply the Pythagoras theorem. So this OP square is equals to OT square plus of PT square, right? We have the value of OT as well as PT. So this OP square is equals to 2 root 2 plus 2 root 2 of square, and this OP will be 4, right? So we have the coordinates of, we have the length of this OP. This is 4 from this triangle. So the coordinate of this P is 4, 0. Okay. Now similarly, as we can see from this triangle, this T is the midpoint of this PQ, because we have the length of PQ. PT is 2 root 2, right? And similarly, this TQ is also 2 root 2, right? So coordinates of T point can be calculated by the midpoint theory. So the midpoint theory that says that 4 plus 0 by 2, 4 plus 0 by 2, right? So that will gives us 2, 2. So the coordinates of T will be 2, 2. Now come to this point M. This is the opposite side if O is at origin. So we can calculate the value of OM, as we have this is 2 root 2, right? We have the angle 45 degree. This is a triangle, equilateral triangle, right? So we can calculate the value of this OM. So this will be minus of 4, right? So this is coordinates of M points are minus 4, 0. And similarly the coordinates of S point, that will be again the midpoint of PM. Okay. So similarly we can calculate the coordinate of S point as we have calculated for the T, because this is a opposite side. This is the negative side, right? So the coordinates of S will be minus 2, 2. Okay. So now we have all coordinates, right? So we can calculate the line equation. Now first line equation for first, which is asking the OT. So OT, this is OT which is passing from this 0, 0, right? So the line equation of OT will be pass from origin, right? So the coordinates are 0, 0. We know the expression for line equation. Y minus y1 is equals to m into x minus of x1. y1 is 0, x1 is 0. So y minus of 0, m is the slope, x minus of 0. So we have to tell slope value. This is a slope OT, which is making an angle of 45 degree with x-axis. So, and this is a simple equilateral, this is a right angle triangle. So this will be 1045. Okay. So we will put the value of m, slope, in this expression. This is y is equals to 10 of 45 into x. So y is equals to x. So this is our line equation for OT. Now for the second, which is second one, line equation for OS, right, which is also passing from origin but in the negative direction. So coordinates are 0, 0. So y minus of 0 is equals to m into x minus of 0. Here if we see the value of slope, so this OS is passing in the negative side, right? So this angle will be the total angle is 90. Yeah, we can say this is making 1045 with the negative axis. Okay. So now slope will be, this is 10 of y is equals to minus of 1045 into x. So y is equals to minus of x, because 1045 is 1, right? Now come to the third line equation. Line equation of SP, right? So SP, we see this SP. This is a SP, right, which is passing from this point -2 to 2 up to 4, 0, right? So the line equation y minus of 4 and slope will be 1045 x minus of 0. So y is equals to x plus of 4. Now come to the fourth segment, which is calculated as line equation of, the fourth one is QR. See, this QR is passing, Q is this, right? So coordinate of Q is 4, 0, right? So this is simply passing from 4, 0. So the equation of y minus of 0 is equals to 10 of 45. Sorry, now this is not 45. This line is passing from this QR, right? So we can see this is passing with the 135 degree, the 60 plus 75. Sorry, this is a 75 degree. RQ is passing with the angle of 75 degree. So the slope will be m is equals to 10 of 75 x minus of 4, right? So the y is equals to 1075, it is 2 plus of root 3 into x minus of 4. Now fifth line equation of PR, which is passing from 4, 0 with the angle of again 15 degree. So y minus of 0 is equals to 10 of 15 degree x minus of, sorry, y minus of 4. The line equation of PR. Look at the first, that PR is passing from where? This PR is passing from this point to this point with the angle of 15 degree, and the coordinate of P is 4, 0. Okay. So the line equation will be x minus of 4 is equals to, sorry, y minus of 4. Y minus of 4 is equals to 10 of 15 degree x minus of 0. So y minus of 4 is equals to 10, 15. That will be 10, 15 is root 3 minus 1 upon root 3 plus 1 x, or root 3 plus 1 into y minus of 4 is equals to root 3 minus 1 into x. Now the last line equation of, which is point is line equation of PQ, which is passing from 0, 4 with the angle of 45 degree. So y minus of 4 is equals to 10 of 45 degree with the minus sign, x minus of 0. So y minus of 4 is equals to minus of x, right? So this is our line equation for PR. Look at the figure. This P, sorry, last one is PQ. This is a PQ, right? So we have calculated the equation of line for OT, OS, SP, QR, PR and PQ. Thank you.
क्लास 6 से 12 से लेके नीट IIT JEE मेंस और एडवांस के लेवल तक 10 मिलियन से ज्यादा स्टूडेंट्स का भरोसा। आज ही डाउनलोड करें डाउटनेट ऐप या व्हाट्सएप कीजिए अपने डाउट्स 8400 400 400 पर।